Most people do this without even thinking. You say something hopeful. Hopefully, I don't get sick this winter. And then you knock on wood. But almost nobody actually knows why we do it. And the real reason has nothing to do with luck. It actually begins more than 2,000 years ago, when people believed spirits lived inside trees. Across the world, millions of people still knock on wood every single day. In Britain, we say touch wood. In America, it's knock on wood. And people usually do it right after saying something positive. I've never broken a bone, touch wood. I've always been on time, touch wood. We do it automatically, almost like a reflex. But why would touching a table stop bad things from happening? To understand this, we need to go back to ancient Europe. Thousands of years ago, long before modern religion, many cultures believed nature was alive. Forests were not just forests, they were sacred places. The Celts and other pagan societies believed powerful spirits lived inside trees, especially oak trees. These spirits were thought to protect people, but also punish them. So when someone spoke about their good fortune, they feared the spirits might hear them and become jealous. To stay safe, they would touch the tree beside them, or knock on its bark. They weren't wishing for luck. They were asking the tree spirit for protection. But history changed everything. As Christianity spread across Europe, the old pagan beliefs started disappearing. However, the habit didn't. Instead, people gave it a new meaning. Wood was now associated with the wooden cross. So touching wood became a symbolic way of asking for protection from God, rather than from nature spirits. The superstition survived, but the explanation changed. And because wooden furniture became common in homes, people started knocking on tables, doors, and chairs instead of trees. But here's where it gets interesting. Even today, most people don't actually believe a table has power. So why do we still do it? Psychologists think it comes from a very human fear: tempting fate. When we say something good out loud, it feels risky, almost like we've challenged the universe. Knocking on wood acts as a mental reset. It makes us feel like we've cancelled the bad luck we might have caused just by saying it. In other words, it doesn't change reality. It changes how safe we feel. What's fascinating is that different countries kept the same idea, but changed the ritual. In Italy, people touch iron instead of wood. In Turkey, some people knock twice and lightly pull their ear. In Spain, they sometimes say tocar madera. Different action, same purpose: protection after hope. So the next time you say something optimistic, and your hand immediately reaches for the nearest table, you're not just being superstitious. A small habit, left over from a time when humans believed spirits lived in the forest, and were listening to every word we said.